Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. So that's got things underway. Ake. Foden. Ake. De Bruyne. A forward pass. Lascelles does well there, alert. Has he found his man? Done very well to intervene. Rodri. De Bruyne. Mahrez eyeing that space. It's been a good start to the game, and the underdogs are clearly keen to underline that they're not just here to make up numbers.
Well, it's clear they've decided that the best form of defence is attack. Of course, you have to wonder whether they can keep this up for a lot longer.
Foden. And here's Mahrez. It's a fabulous position. And it's Mendy. Looks to set one up. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. And here's Mahrez. Hayden. It's being played forward. Yeah, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Plays a clever pass. And help's available out wide. No, ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Foden. Sterling. And it's played forward. And here's Sterling. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Ake. Ake goes looking. De Bruyne. Forward it goes. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Walker gets it back. Laporte plays it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Ake positions himself well and cuts it out. Mendy. And that's found its target. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Sterling has a hit! And it's Mendy. De Bruyne. And the weighted pass. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're already back underway here.
Manchester City can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Now it's Mahrez. And it's De Bruyne. And the defence can get it clear. Walker. Delivery from Walker. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Oh, that's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Well positioned to make that interception. Foden. Foden is now the subject of some adhesive marking.
Well, he's obviously been identified as a menace and they're dealing with him accordingly. I think we can expect more of the same.
Mondi. Sterling. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And here's Sterling.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Rodri. And here's Mahrez. Battles to win it back. Fernandes. Dummett drives it forward. Willems. Ferran Torres. De Bruyne. And here's Mahrez. Mahrez.
Manchester City merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And it's Walker. And here's Mahrez.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but
That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Coming on the field.
concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Sterling.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's
Face to face with the... Oh, shooting chance! Yes, he's done it! Finally, finally, finally! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Number 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Newcastle take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And time is up. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
They just turned